Anyway, that should bring us on to the next film, which is also super interesting in a different way.
Yes. So our next film, that is also our final film, is called The Butterfly Dream by Eugene, and is a CGI film. I think there's something really cool about like this 3D space where like clothes exist. What really shines for me in this film is I actually think the clothes look really good, and you can actually, they feel really palpable, and I can see how they look in real life. Sometimes with CGI films, you don't get that impression, but I think the clothes here actually really shine through in terms of like, you can see how they will look realistically. I also think some of the visuals are really great.
Well, I mean, it's something which is probably we're starting to see at last, a real new step in visuals. This doesn't look like anything from sort of prior to 2000. I'm being generous. This is a new visual landscape with new uses and new stars and new people and new. Everything's kind of being discovered here. So as much as fashion film is new as a medium, probably about 20 years old, this kind of CGI animation is really, really new too, and it's going hand in hand with a sort of a shift of where people are seeing their visuals these days. So they're not seeing them in magazines, they're seeing them on their phones, and they're seeing them on screens, and therefore you need something which is appropriate for that. We're involved in a lot of CGI at SHOWstudio, and a lot of work has always been going on for 3D animation, and it's making a fashion film is hard. Making a great film in CGI is really hard too. I made one for Burberry last year. We had a virtual Kendall Jenner. There's a whole bunch of new skills to be learned, and a whole bunch of new players, a whole bunch of new people doing things before, and it's for different destinations. This clothes might not, Raquel, you're saying they might look like you'd want to wear them in real life. You might also want to wear them digitally.
Yeah.
And that's a whole new world that's opening up really, really fast. I thought that the invention of the internet was a huge cultural change. I think what we're seeing with this idea that we can have a digital life is even bigger, and pertains to a whole bunch of really new ideas and new ways of looking at ourselves as a species. You've got to also couple this with the rise of the rise or the emergence of AI as an evolutionary step. So there's some really huge topics being proposed in this world and by this fashion film. So if you imagine if this person could speak to you, or this person was you, or this person you could interact with, or you could look like that, or that could be your vision, and you could do just as fulfilling things and have just as fulfilling relationships online. I mean, anybody who games or anybody who spends a lot of time interacting with other people online will know that it's actually, that is something that's very achievable. So, this is a big subject, and that's a real understatement.
I can't wait until I live in a time where Ready Player One is actually reality instead of just a film. But yeah,
next year, Raquel, I think.
I know. But yeah, the visuals are great. The music is great. I think we're always so excited to see like CGI films where you think there's such a step forward. And with this, we're done. This was our last film, Nick.
Lovely. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope our criticism and our advice is well taken, as it's certainly well meant. We really want to see new fashion films, and we want people to really kind of, use SHOWstudio as a platform to showcase their talents, and we're very much here for you to do that. So please keep sending stuff in to us. We're really happy to see it. Do try and think we're looking for fashion filmmakers. So bear that in mind. All right.
Send us your work. Thank you.
Thank you, Raquel.
Thank you, Nick.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.